Welcome to the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival here at the beautiful Alamo Stadium. KSAT 12 is so proud to be broadcasting the Band Festival, showcasing the amazing talent we have right here in San Antonio and South Texas. 36 high school bands will be performing in tonight's program. Hello, everyone. We are so glad to be with you. I'm Mike Osterhage, and my partner on SA Live these days, Jen Tobias Strusky. And along with us is Ray Meza, who knows about just about everything there is to know about high school music. And David Elder is out in the crowd, and we're going to be hearing from him throughout the course of the evening and afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. For all of you at home, you have the best seats because tonight you'll get to see your favorite local high school bands play their best performances. Also, we'll have our very own meteorologist, Sarah Spivey, giving us a performance, and we'll finish off with a nice fireworks display. Right, Ray? It's my first festival. I'm excited.
It's going to be an exciting evening, too. Welcome, San Antonio, and all of you band fans throughout our viewing area. Tonight, you're in for a treat. The 81st Band Festival, sponsored by the Battle of Flower Association, and you're going to have a display of colorful uniforms, flags, while listening to music and enjoying the pageantry that can only be brought about through marching band idiom. And it's going to be a really interesting night because normally we have a rehearsal prior to the festival. Well, due to the inclement weather, we weren't able to rehearse yesterday.
Oh.
So this morning, students were bussed in for an hour and a half, practiced the mass band, but nothing else.
Okay.
So
wow.
We're going to be running on
because usually they run
energy.
Yeah.
Usually they run through the entire show, from start to finish. So just the mass band performance. Yeah. Then they had to go back to school.
And had to go
it's
back.
A long day for them.
Then they had to come back here.
And had to come back here. That's
what do you think? Adrenaline will get them going?
Adrenaline? Are you kidding? With close to 5,000 kids,
right.
High school kids, adrenaline? Oh my gosh!
And of course, we're going to be divided up into two halves. Half the group first, and then there are going to be three feature bands right in the middle. They get to put on the longer performances, but for each of the bands competing here tonight, it's what, just performing for about 2 minutes?
It's about 2 minutes. They all have a chance to do a small portion of a parade, and they come across the track here, stand and face the audience and play for us, or they entertain us with some dancing or whatever they decide to do.
So they have 2 minutes and they can use it how they please.
They go off, and the next band comes on. It comes in one right after another.
And then what are the specific categories that the judges are grading them on?
Well, a lot of it has to do with the general effect. It's called general effect. Who can relate to the crowd and play music that gets the crowd on your feet and is germane to the fiesta audience, you know? Special music, fun music for everybody. I think it's going to be good.
Well, this is 81st year, and there's nothing like this in the country. What's your favorite thing about it?
Well, I like the pageantry, really, honestly. And what I, as an educator, former educator, what I appreciate is that we get to feature our finest kids that are in high school band and can play music and do it for fun and also for serious consideration in their future lives.
There's a picture of previous years when the 4,000 to 5,000, about 5,000 students are going to be on the field. You can't even see any green on the football field out here at Alamo Stadium. And, you know, the work they put in, not only, you know, you think about marching bands during football season, but this is year long.
Year long. And in fact, many people don't know what bands do after football season. But they continue. We have solo and ensemble contests. We have concert and sight reading contests. And it's all through the auspices of the University and Scholastic League, the UIL. They sponsor music contests, also athletics, academics, and one-act play. So if you follow the UIL map, it's really kind of the fine arts star testing that people do in academics, because when you go to compete at UIL, you're held to a higher standard, and you must meet that standard every year.
So these featured bands they did pretty well with their UIL. Is that why they get to be the featured bands?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. And they're turned because they haven't been in feature band in a while.
I know
Okay.
Alamo Heights Band was out at Pearl Harbor
There you go.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Friends of ours were out there, and they were playing there, which is quite an honor. So, and a lot of the bands that are competing today, when you look at their resumes, and they send all of these in, some have played in the Rose Parade, in the Macy's Parade, and various
So
competitions.
Reagan High School is going to be in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in November.
Oh, they
this
are?
year.
Wow.
Yes, yeah, it's going to be cool. Yeah.
And Ray, tell us a little bit about you because you've taught almost everywhere. I told you I went to Southwest High School. You said, hey, I taught there.
My career was a span of 37 years. I actually started in 1970 before you were born. And I've enjoyed it all these years. And the last thing I wanted to be in my life was to be a band director. But my calling was really, here I am, 49 years later, still going at it.
You came to your calling. So I'll tell you what, we have a whole lot more coming up throughout the next couple of hours here at Alamo Stadium with the 81st Annual Band Festival, the Battle of Flowers Band Festival.
Welcome back to the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival, and it is filling up here. Thousands of spectators ready to watch these talented kids perform.
Yep, about 36 bands we're going to be seeing out here at Alamo Stadium, and of course, each individual band is very impressive, but the showstopper, of course, is at the end when anywhere from, 4,500? You said maybe about 5,000 this year?
5,000.
Cover
5,000.
the field. They rehearsed that just this morning, and they're going to be doing it again. They play about 6 selections tonight. Sarah Spivey, KSAT 12 meteorologist, is going to be singing along with that band. And it's one of those guys, I've had the pleasure and the honor to see this for the past couple of years, but it's one of those that every time you see it, it is just breathtaking and leaves you just mystified.
And the
looking
fireworks at the end put the icing on the cake.
And we couldn't ask for more beautiful weather. Right now, and as you heard off the top of our broadcast, the San Antonio Brass Band has been entertaining the crowd.
Yeah, this is a group of adult musicians, and they've reached some international acclaim as winners of the 2018 North American Brass Band Association First Section Championship. How about that?
Wow.
And it's conducted by Dr. Mireles, who's a director of music and bands at St. Mary's University.
Oh.
Let's listen to him for a couple of minutes. have been listening to the San Antonio Brass Band entertaining the crowd as the stadium is slowly filling with all of
Lots
the
of people.
bands, the flags, drum majors, everybody, and a whole bunch of really, really proud family members that are filling the stadium tonight.
Is this where it started for you, Ray? Did you start in high school playing instruments?
Actually, in middle school, that's
Okay.
correct. Yeah, in MacArthur High School, and I actually participated in the band festival during my day. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can't say enough about the parents, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bands cannot succeed without parent support and band boosters.
Band boosters.
They are the heart of that band program, I'm telling you.
All of the roadies.
All the roadies, that's right.
Detective Robert Shard, our traffic officer in the morning on GMSA, both his son and daughter, his daughter's here with Brandeis tonight, and he's always talks about how they are the roadies, and they're out there.
yeah.
And
Right.
all of the, because they put on a big show, and they fill a semi-truck.
Yep.
Yes.
Our director, Jeff,
Yeah.
too, his
Yeah,
daughter,
his
Maritza,
daughter.
plays for Warren,
Right.
one of the featured bands. So lots of support. Yeah.
And one of our own, of course, we've been talking about with the big finale coming up here. At the end of the show, there's going to be 5,000 band members and one extremely talented singer out there. And this
We
young
love
lady
her.
has decided to join us. She's shaking her head at me right now here in the press box. Sarah Spivey is going to be singing. And
That's going to be a treat. 'Cause she can
my
sing.
goodness. Yes, indeed. So, how did rehearsal go this morning, Sarah? Big thumbs up. Okay.
Big thumbs up from
And the
her.
first time
yeah.
you had to rehearse with all of them, right?
Wow. So.
And then you get the fireworks behind you as well tonight, right?
Yes. Big finale.
Just sounds magical.
Excited, nervous, or both?
Both.
Both. Okay.
He's putting her on the spot
I
here.
know.
She's like, come on, Mike.
she'll get me back at work.
Yes,
I know.
she will. But really, just so exciting. Everybody coming together to support the kids.
Just standing here and watching the colorful uniforms start getting together to assemble for the parade of bands, it starts feeling
Oh, yeah.
like it's going to happen.
I feel it.
All that adrenaline you were talking about
Yep.
earlier, they're there. I can see it.
You can
I can
feel it,
feel
you
it.
can see it.
It's coming your way.
Because when you think about it, and again, most people associate the marching bands with football games. You go to a football game, and there's just the stadium is just electric with all the excitement, and not necessarily the game, but it's the bands and the
course.
boosters and the cheerleaders and
Yeah.
everybody else, and all
Everybody involved, yeah,
the pomp
sure.
and circumstance and this pageantry that everybody loves so much.
Sometimes when you have a really big band, you have to be careful that you don't get a penalty flag because there's a rule that you cannot play so loudly when the opposition has the ball, which is I used to be guilty of that. the coach would look at me and go Ray, go do it.
We'll take the 15-yard penalty.
We'll take
Keep
it.
the band going.
But can you imagine a football game without the band?
No, I can't.
It really just adds to the whole atmosphere
That's
and
right.
pumps
That's
you
right.
up.
Absolutely.
I love that.
How long have the bands been rehearsing for this 2-minute performance tonight? Because obviously they got to, nothing can be left off the table.
This time of the year, we are deep into the concert band competition. And most of our UIL competitions occurred last week
Oh.
or a week before. So they've only had 7 to 10 days to get this ready.
It is nonstop.
Including the featured bands that they just had to relearn the show. And
wow.
but they've done it for so long. In about 3 tries, all the cobwebs just
So the
disappear,
shows from the
and they-
fall is what they're having to perform
Exactly.
today.
And-
So it's
and they've learned
come
it
back.
like that.
Wow.
Which to me is always the most amazing thing
No,
is
awesome.
how not only being able to play musical instruments, but then blocking out and learning all of the patterns
I couldn't even imagine.
on the field and everything they do.
When you really stop to think the brain power that you need to have,
Right.
things happen in nanoseconds. And as you're playing, you memorize something, you're playing, you're doing a marching routine,
Yeah.
and you're following and guiding along the way. It's amazing.
And they practice in the heat on the pavement. I mean,
Of
people
course.
that don't know
We're
this.
macho
It's
people.
just
Come
amazing
on
to
now.
me. My
Yeah.
sister played for Southwest, and I know that was a thing. People
Yeah.
sometimes faint. I mean, you're out there, you're holding these instruments. It's a lot of work.
It's really physical. It really
is.
People don't realize how physical it is. And we rehearse, most of the bands rehearse on an asphalt practice field. The sun hits that and
Oh, yeah.
radiates heat. So we keep them well hydrated.
Yes.
As far as the future for a lot of these musicians, do the majority of them, or about how many, would continue on perhaps into college? Do a lot of them get scholarships?
Yes, they do. And thanks for asking that question. We actually have future music educators chapters. And at John Paul Stevens High School, they have one of the largest in the city. Almost 100 kids are looking to go into the profession of teaching music. And a lot of them, and which is, in my opinion, a real credit to a band program, is that they continue playing their instrument in college bands just for the love of music. You know, and that's inspiring. And advocacy, you know, and you know, when they have their own kids,
Yes.
they'll go in there. I can't tell you, I run into all my students at HEB.
And the students' parents.
And the first thing that can come out is, my kid's in band. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, pass it on.
Yeah, of course, obviously that's a testament to their talent and their love of it, but also it's a testament to the band directors and everybody around them that is nurturing that and encouraging that, because, you know, you can have a great teacher or you can have a bad teacher, and that can stifle somebody. So you have these great, and that really, you know, let it flow.
Yes.
Let the music flow.
Instills and inculcates a love of music.
We'll be back right after this.
The American flag on the field has been provided by Dixie Flags and Banners. The flag is being carried by junior ROTC cadets from Central Catholic High School under the field direction of Sergeant First Class Donna Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of colors and remain standing for the national anthem. We're pleased to present San Antonio's High School Herald Trumpets, conducted by Evan Berry, Director of Bands at MacArthur High School, to perform the Star-Spangled Banner. The San Antonio High School Herald Trumpets consists of a trumpet player from each of the high schools participating in the parade of bands this evening. It was to commemorate the heroes of Texas that the Battle of Flowers Association was first formed by a group of patriotic Texas women. To commemorate and honor our Texas heroes, please join the high school bands from Southwest Independent School District, singing our state song, Texas, Our Texas.
Central Catholic High School.
And how nice to see them all together like that, the different uniforms.
And how they come from different band programs, but they all speak the same language.
Exactly.
Same language of music. And they can get together and become one at whatever time they want to. That's really neat.
Shows the unity here. All have the same love for music.
Yeah.
That, of course, Texas Our Texas, performed by Southwest Legacy High School and Southwest High School.
Yes, go Dragons.
There you go.
My sister played there. She played percussion.
Have a fine band program there. Richard Flores is a member of the Battle of Flowers Band Festival Committee. He's the director of fine arts there. He does a great job.
How long has he been there?
Well, he's actually been there for many, many years. He was a band director, and when I retired, as a matter of fact, he lost his assistant, and somehow he got me to go help him out.
He reeled you in.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That was neat. So I was a high school dragon for a while.
There you go. We'll take you in as a dragon.
There you go.
Well, as the color guard is taking the American flag off the field and the trumpet players are joining their respective bands, just looking around here, it's I guess you kind of call it the calm before the storm. We have band number 1, East Central, which is staged off to our left, right there on the running track, and they're going to be moving into place in just a couple of minutes, and all the other bands beyond the end zone that are going to be following them.
Yep, they are consistent UIL Sweepstakes Award recipients. And now we're watching the mass color guard, and wow, what a sight to see them all together.
And together, actually doing their routine together, yeah.
Yes.
These guys and gals learn the routine like a week prior, and they get together and do it when it counts.
It amazes me how they, on cue all together, the movements.
Oh, this is cool, yeah, it's nice.
Really adds to the show.
Oh, absolutely. The color, it's just a lot, it's so wonderful to see so much color and different flags, going at the same time.
My kids love this song.
Yeah.
The Greatest Showman.
There you go.
They will sing it every time.
How windy do you think it is right now, Mike? Minimal, right?
Yeah, maybe 10, perhaps 15 mile per hour.
Because it makes a difference when they toss the flag. The flag sometimes moves. You have to, so sometimes they put a heavy bolt on the top of the flag to keep it
I didn't
steady.
even think about that.
Man, there you go. Way to go, guard.
For that spectacular number. Let's give all these energetic students, instructors, and musicians another round of applause.
We get ready to
Outstanding performance.
watch and listen to the East Central High School Hornet Band. Ron Garza, Thomas Esperiqueta, and Douglas Johnson and Richard Mendoza. I know Thomas Esperiqueta because his mother and I were classmates in high school.
Oh my goodness.
So I kind of knew him before he was born.
All right, well, that was the opening ceremonies, and the band competition is going to get underway in just a couple of minutes. This is the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival. We're going to be back right after this. First band in the competition tonight of the 33 that are competing, and then we have the 3 feature bands that are going to be performing at halftime, if you will.
I was looking for the judges downfield, but apparently they have their own box here. So they
their own
have
box.
a press box.
Got to pay attention to everything.
All right, yeah. Well, you have a better view here.
Yeah.
I did have the honor of judging a few years ago.
You did?
And that's difficult.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because they come right at you, You
Yes.
have to make a decision and go.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Yeah, I know.
It's intense.
Yes. So it is a marching contest. You have a 15-minute allotment, and the show cannot be more than 8 minutes. So a judge is judging, and you have just 7 minutes to make final comments. Another one comes on.
Wow.
Yeah, I run the UAL marching contest for Region 29, and it's we have about 24 bands, so you have to be on your toes.
East Central High School getting ready to do their performance.
As all these people are their own individuals, they still belong to one band family.
Here come the Hornets.
Pop rock mashup. The name of the team.
Music? Do they want to see the dancing?
All combined.
All combined?
All
Okay.
combined. That's
and it just depends on the judge's personal taste. If they like the kind of...
Yeah, and there's some parameters that they convey the message of what they were trying to do, stuff like that. So, yeah. They did a good performance.
Brackenridge High School Eagle Band coming up next. Band director is Jesse Orta, and they are getting ready to perform. Now, Brackenridge goes way back, right?
Yes, I think that's the second or third high school in San Antonio.
First Division Marching UIL contest winners. And, of course, they have their UIL sweepstakes program as well. So established in 1917. Wow.
I wasn't born yet. You know, the drumline has been featured at NIOSA a couple of years in the past. Yes, they have a good drumline too.
And they're getting ready to do Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm excited for that.
Queen.
Yeah. adds to it.
Sure,
It's
sure.
so
That's
fun.
part of the general effect. You know, one thing we didn't mention is that they're used to playing on the concert instruments, and now you have to switch back to the marching instruments, such as the sousaphones, the front bell baritones, the French horns. Those are marching instruments. They're not the regular type concert instruments. So they have to get used to playing the marching band.
That's right, because you don't see sousaphones on stage.
No, not anymore. They used to, but not anymore.
Okay. Next up, Poteet High School, the Aggies, and they are the only, and I didn't know this, here's a great little fact for you. They are the only high school in Texas allowed to use the Aggie War Hymn as their fight song.
Wow.
Oh.
I didn't know that either. How about that?
So for all those Aggies like Sarah Spivey out there.
Where'd she go? Yeah, and in Poteet, the strawberry capital of Texas.
Sousaphones are heavy. The drum line has to carry a lot of weight. I just got mine to wear back braces because
It's pretty heavy, yeah.
especially when you march a parade. Oh my gosh, all that long time. It also said and Robert.
Ooh, next up, John Paul Stevens High School Falcons.
And they're not wasting
Oh,
time
no,
getting in
they are
place.
not.
Go
They're
Falcons!
consistent finalists at UAL area marching contest as well as the other marching contest throughout South Texas. They are ready.
Ray is on his feet cheering.
Next band comes to us from MacArthur High School.
MacArthur High School.
Brahmas?
And they were 2 years ago Battle of Flowers Band Festival People's Choice Award winners. The MacArthur Brahmas doing that Paul Simon song. Hey, we're going to take a quick little break, but don't worry, you are not going to miss a note of the 2019 Battle of Flowers Band Festival. On to the 81st annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival for the love of Texas. And you got to add to that for the love of music as well.
Yes, we have Poteet High School coming out, and they're doing the Avengers theme. My son would love that.
Me too.
Poteet High School. Their district is building them a brand new band hall. Be ready in the fall of this year.
Drum Major John Pruski.
Fine folks there in Poteet, Texas. Pirates. 5 years they've been in this band festival. Next up, the Johnson Jaguars. And boy, they have got a big old band.
Well, they're named champion of the Battle of Flowers Band Festival Class 6A in 2015 and 2017. And a feature band in 2013.
And just 5 years ago, they performed at the 125th Tournament of Roses Parade.
Wow. The only high school name for the former First Lady, Lady Bird.
Let's hear it for the Jaguars from Johnson High School.
I love those colors.
This is
Lots
a
of good
fantastic,
energy.
This is a fantastic and consistent winning program. One of the most innovative bands in the state of Texas.
Next up, we have Highlands High School Owls, and they're going to do Fireball. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yo, my ex-student is band director there.
Really?
Yes. Alejandro Jaime Salazar, my lead trumpet player at Marshall High School.
Oh, Alejandro, yeah.
Yeah.
Earned a superior rating at the UIL marching contest, and this is their 60th anniversary.
Wow. It's a good song.
Fireball.
Next band comes to us from Somerset High School.
Two, three times as many
Yeah,
with the
energy.
energy and sound coming from them.
Good job, Harlan.
Bulldogs, Somerset High School are coming up next. Second year in a row that Somerset High School Marching Band receives superior rating at UIL Marching Contest.
And first place at the Flambeau Night Parade, best out of the city band in 2018. It's exciting.
Go. Rush Gongora and Angel Forest are doing a great job over there.
Hey, what camera is this left high? Is this 5? Jeff? Okay, thanks.
It's interesting, the variety of music from the different eras. You know, you had the Avengers theme,
Right.
and now this is Painted Black from the Rolling Stones, what, 50 years ago?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
That's the best thing about music, to hear it played by a marching band.
You got to give it to the small town bands because those kids do everything at school. They're in FFA, they're in robotics, they're in all sorts of clubs. They are the school, literally. And then they also participate in the band.
Up next, Oliver Wendell Holmes, the Holmes Huskies.
Wow, they participated in the band festival for over 50 years now.
They just got a brand new fine arts complex, Northside ISD. It is beautiful.
Holmes Huskies.
And Lugo. Great job.
Lots of talented kids here. Please stay with us. We'll be right back with more music. Welcome back to the 81st Battle of Flowers Band Festival, and we've got more music for you.
And right now, front and center, you can always tell by the red, white, and blue, the Thomas Jefferson High School Mighty, Mighty Mustangs.
Wow, they had a $27 million renovation.
To restore the campus back to its former glory.
Wow.
And that is such a...
in 1932.
The Mighty, Mighty Mustangs.
Good reaction from the crowd here, too.
Of course, one of our coworkers, Greg Simmons, was a trombone player
Yes, he was.
many, many moons ago.
Jefferson Band's directed by Roger Duran, and this is his sign-off year. He's retiring this year. So congratulations to Roger.
Wow.
And happy retirement.
Happy retirement.
Next up, Southwest Legacy High School Titans. This is the newest high school for Southwest ISD. For the longest time, it was just the Dragons. So here are the Titans.
They earned a UIL sweepstakes in the opening year of existence.
Oh, that's impressive.
It says that the band will record a Disney soundtrack at Disney World in Florida this May. How about that?
Hey,
Wow.
and here's something for you. 24 graduating seniors of the band have received an acceptance letter to a college or university.
You have just given me goosebumps.
Me too. Congratulations.
Oh, my goodness.
And the director, Amanda Bayadine, is also a trumpet player from the bar. Good buddy.
Titans of Southwest Legacy High School.
Check the hats out.
Yes.
Different shape and type.
Sarah Harlan, Ramos, and Joseph Robledo are the Brandeis. Performing.
And here come the Cowboys from McCallum High School.
They participated 57 years in the band festival.
The McCallum Band is a UIL sweepstakes winner, receiving the highest UIL rating in both marching season and concert season. That's quite an honor.
Pitcher. Cowboy Band. Bill Borrego, John Bettis, and Les Costco. Doing a great job there.
Next up, South San High School. That's where my parents both met. Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks to that school, I might not be here if it wasn't for South
Where was their first date?
I think it was home ec or something.
There you go.
Hey, the drumline of the state qualifiers in the Texas Educational Color Guard Association indoor competition.
It used to be just for football season. Now they have it indoors inside the gym, put on a show, and compete that way.
Wow. Over 30 years they participated in Band Festival. My kids love that song, Believer. Very catchy.
Coming up next, Memorial High School, the Minutemen.
Oh, Senator Joaquin Castro invited Memorial High School Band to march in the National Memorial Day Parade in Washington. Oh, that'll be coming up,
Coming
right?
up in just about exactly a month.
They're the recipient of the Grammy Signature Schools Community Awards, supporting outstanding efforts in high school music education in 2016. How about that? Really nice.
That's one of those songs that everybody taps their foot to, but who knows the name of it? X's and O's.
Right. I didn't know that. It's written right here, so now I do.
Thank goodness for scripts, right?
Next up, Lanier High School.
And they're playing the horse. That song never dies. It's forever. I played it in high school back in the 60s.
Did you?
Yes. No, everybody had to play that song. You know, you can't be a band and not play the horse. Come on.
Lanier received a First Division Superior rating in both 2015 and 2017. The horse.
All right, Jose MacArthur, Robert Lopez, and Jason Cuff, they have done a marvelous job at Lanier High School.
Up next, one of the largest school bands. It's the largest school in Northeast ISD, Madison is, and boy, they have about, 300 members in their band. And amongst their accolades, they have one little check mark against them, I guess you could call it, that they were penalized during the 2013 playoff game at the Alamo Dome because they were too loud.
They were too loud, and you told us earlier that is a thing. Can't be that loud. Hey, but they got spirit.
Hey, and the coach loved it, I guarantee you.
Madison High School.
And we are at the halfway point right now. Boy, time flies, and we have got more great bands coming up. But
Feature
since it is halftime, we are now going to be joined by the 3 feature bands. That's going to be coming up after this break. Stick around.
Welcome back to the 81st Battle of Flowers Band Festival, and the energy is really high. I'm feeling it.
Oh my gosh, this is just
so exciting.
Fantastic.
It's exciting.
It always lives up to the billing, doesn't
Yes.
it?
No practice, and yet they deliver.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, indeed. And we are at the halfway point right now, and it's the 3 feature bands. And taking the field right now is the Alamo Heights High School Band, the Marching Mules. I got to give a quick shout out to Will Bergen, a good friend of ours.
Well, 93% of Alamo Heights High School students are college bound. That's impressive.
Sure is. Their show is entitled Flight, has music selections from This Is Bert, from How to Train Your Dragon,
Oh,
Fly to Paradise by Eric Whitaker, and Enterprising Young Men from Star Trek. Should be an interesting show.
and what a treat. We get the full performance,
Yes,
right?
we do. Now remember, they have to learn this in about a week's time, and they just going to deliver tonight, and you'll be entertained well.
The music and the choreography.
And the choreography, everything. The marching,
Wow.
assignments, everything.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Let's check this out. It's going to be interesting.
School marching band.
fantastic
Wow.
performance by the Alamo Heights Marching Mule Band. We are going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with our second feature band coming up after this. And welcome back to the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival here at Alamo Stadium. And feature band number 2,
Yes, Ray.
Burbank.
Ray, how do these bands get selected for feature bands?
The committee decides that. Many times when somebody has an improved band program or they have a fantastic show that they think is entertaining, that's how they make their call. So Luther Burbank, directed by Hector Trevino, who comes from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. His family immigrated here, and he's now the head director at Burbank High School. And their show is entitled Come Sail Away by Styx.
Ooh.
And some added music by Hector Trevino. So we're looking forward to the Luther Burbank High School. At one time, when we had a rodeo parade, the Burbank High School always led that parade. There was a rodeo band. It was known as a rodeo band back in my day. Yeah.
Where did you say the band director is from?
He's really from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico.
Oh, okay. I got
He's a
family there.
United States citizen, and,
Mm-hmm. Here they go.
and he's a right fit for those kids, I'm telling you.
That was the Burbank High School Marching Band, our second feature band of the evening, and put on a wonderful show with a great selection of tunes from the band Styx. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to the Battle of Flowers Band Festival. We have our third feature band ready to play. Warren?
Yes, indeed. And, you know, there are so many proud parents here, and we're going to call ourselves proud friends. Our director, Jeff Saldani, who's in the next room and directs SA Live for us, his daughter is in this band, so we got to give a shout out.
And he's directing this right now.
Yep.
So, yeah, her name's
Maritza, she plays clarinet.
Clarinet.
That's
Maritza.
right.
She's a senior, too. So tell us a little bit about Warren.
Warren is an awesome band program. I'm telling you, those kids work so hard. Their staff is just magnificent. They know how to work with kiddos, and they have a lot of energy there. When you go to a rehearsal, there's just a bundle of energy. I happen to work with that group during the fall season and during the concert season too, and so I'm telling you,
We
the
felt
way it really is.
And
Today we had him featured on SA Live, and
Yep.
that was exciting just to feel that energy.
And just looking back at the props, I mean, here, take a look at this over my
I know.
shoulder here.
Yeah.
Covering, they literally go from end zone to end zone with those props, and then that one that extends from about the 22-yard line over all the way up to
I'd say they're
37.
making a statement just with that alone right now.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Their show is entitled Primitive Mysteries.
And
And it's selections from Bangkok Scheherazade, Daphne and Chloe, and Uninvited. The band director, Raul Rodriguez, my brother, is going to call it quits and going to retire after this year, having a tremendous career as the band director. And the staff is just absolutely great. Chris Drayton, JT Solis are the assistant directors. And they have a wonderful color guard instructing group too. And when you put all those things together and all those elements come together, like I hope it comes tonight.
Right.
It is an
You're
exciting
excited
show.
for it.
And you were talking about Alamo Heights and Burbank being so improved over the past
Oh
couple
my
of years.
gosh, yes.
And as far as Warren getting picked, I mean, they just have the reputation of being a big band, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It started from the very beginning that way, and it's been that way throughout the years.
Got it.
And I know they're very proud. And I need to say also that thank you, administrators, for supporting band programs. We would not exist without you folks. You are a big part of the success of your band programs.
Yep. And a lot of hard work.
And you know, as we were saying off the top of the show as well, it is everybody, the administrators, the great band directors, everyone that helps out, the parents,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
The band boosters.
Band
yes,
boosters.
all of that.
They feed the band directors, you know.
Yeah, that's true. And they raise a lot of money, too.
They also do
for the
raise money.
band
They
program.
work very hard for the fundraising, and it all requires extra funds to pay for these props and all that, and special teachers, and it all comes together, and it's a community effort. It's a big family group, and everybody takes care of each other. You know?
And you think about when they travel or go to different competitions, that's all money that has to be raised, and that's what the boosters help to do.
That's correct.
Well, here they are,
Here we
the
go.
Warren High School Band.
Warren! Woo!
16 years consecutively. In addition, they are this year's grand champion, the Jefferson Rocket Review. Ladies and gentlemen, the Battle of Flowers Band Festival is proud to present, under the direction of drum majors Maya Smith, Chloe Alamo, and Joseph Stulos, the Earl Warren High School Band performing Primitive Mysteries.
performance.
You know, there's so much going on.
No,
You can't take it all in because you look over to the left and you're missing everything over to
Really
the right there.
intricate.
They've practiced this a few times.
I love the use of the color guard, too.
Yeah. And welcome back, everyone, to the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival. We just heard our third feature band, Warren High School, and they put on a magnificent show.
What a show.
You said this is going to be a show.
Technical and wonderful color, good themes, good soloists. Everything was hit and spot on tonight.
They gave me goosebumps, not gonna lie.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Has everything kind of lived up to your expectations so far at the halfway point?
Yes, it has. I must admit, for not having a rehearsal and all these kids just to get together and be able to turn it on just like that. It's amazing. It's amazing what our kids can do.
Very impressed.
Well, of course, the second half of the band competition is coming up in just a couple of moments. And then, of course, the grand finale is going to be all 5,000 band members on the field, accompanied by Sarah Spivey singing and that fireworks display. And up next,
Southwest High School. Yes, woo, that's where I went. Go Dragons. My sister played for them.
There we go.
Navarro High School Panthers up next. That was Southwest that you just saw. They'll be performing Poker Face.
And the Panthers have a really long history of success in both marching as well as the concert contests. And we're getting ready for them to put on a show here tonight.
Awesome job, Navarro High School.
Next up, we have John F. Kennedy, the Rockets.
Go Rockets!
So Kennedy High School in San Antonio was the first high school in the nation named after the late president.
That is correct. He was supposed to stop on his way back from Dallas to visit school. Never made it.
Got it.
Dr. Alfred Medina is the head of the Rocket Band this year. Doing a great job there.
As we are getting into the second half and approaching the end of the band festival, now some of the band members are starting to take their places on the football field, and they will begin to fill in, as well as those that played in the first half, for the big grand finale.
I'm excited for that. Next up, we have Ronald Reagan High School Rattlers.
Another fine program, Northeast Independent School District, and they're going to be attending the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade next November.
You know, you could tell as they marched in and marched out, even watching their feet, they're perfectly in sync with each other.
I love the colors, too, and I love how Ray's getting into the music over here.
Oh, yeah,
You're really feeling it.
Cool. And this is a large band. It's done great.
Nixon Smiley High School Mustang Band up next. Nixon, that's east of San Antonio, really small town.
Going to be playing Latin Nights. Marching Band of Nixon Smiley. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to be back in just a minute. And welcome back, everyone, to the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival here at Alamo Stadium. Up next, the Edison High School Golden Bears.
Oh, and they've been involved in the band festival since the first year.
They usually have those big letters that say Edison
Right.
Parade. I always wait for that.
Golden Bears from Edison. Hey, up next, here comes the Brandeis High School Broncos, and got to give a proud friend shout out again to Jamie Dart. She's the daughter of Detective Robert Dart, who does traffic for us in the morning.
Yep.
And Deb, his lovely wife, is here this evening, but Robert, unfortunately, couldn't be here. He is working, doing police duties down at Nyosa. So we want to make sure we got a shout out to Deb. She's the drum major.
Oh, the drum major.
Yes.
Wow, impressive.
Good clarinet player, too.
And her older brother Paul was in the band a couple of years ago as well. But Jamie's right out in front tonight.
And again, we'll be running this
Saturday from 3 to 6.
Yep.
Directors are Daniel Escati, Jesse Cuellar, and David Suarez.
Brandeis High School. And they are known for those orange chucks that you see them wearing.
There you go. Way to go, Saxons!
Central Catholic High School up next.
Our neighbors across the street, the Buttons.
There we go.
The oldest school in San Antonio to participate at the band festival.
Wow. Yeah, parents went crazy. That was awesome.
And of course, the Central Catholic High School Band.
Ray's telling us all about their tailgating parties that they have.
Danny Sleeves, head director there, is doing a great
And we
job.
got to make mention about their soccer team this year. It's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, way to go, Central Catholic.
And Karen Roberts, the assistant, is my ex-student.
Oh, of course.
Up next, Marion, the Bulldogs, born to be wild.
Woo!
You're feeling the beat, Mike.
Ah, yes.
Coming away.
Big sounds of American Bavarian high school band. Right.
Sam Houston Hurricanes up next, and they are performing All I Do Is Win.
Bruce Adam and staff there do a fantastic job. Sure tonight will display that talent too.
And a couple of years ago, they were in the Memorial Day Parade in Washington, D.C. kids,
Talk
how
about
are they able to play their instruments after that? Wow.
some dance moves indeed. I thought they were done. Then they kept going. And we will be right back after this with more music.
And welcome back, everyone, to the 81st Annual Battle of Flowers Band Festival here. We are about 3/4 of the way through. Got about 3 or 4 more bands. As you can see, a lot of the bands are now taking the field, getting ready for the grand finale. And up next, we have Southside High School.
First Division UIL marching rating.
Mike Misko and Solomon Rupa, they do a great job there too. Consistent.
That field is filling up fast, too, behind them.
They're all to get a new band hall.
Cardinals from Southside.
It's always a good song. Got
Yep.
us moving up here.
Like it. They generated some crowd reaction to that. How about that? Just this music alone.
Next up, Kennedy High School Lions. Kennedy, the town.
And Don't Stop Believin'. Great tune. 2-time state marching band participant.
Taft High School. Ray, tell us about Taft High School Band.
Oh, it's an awesome band program too.
And that, of course, was the Taft High School Raiders.
We were talking about administrators earlier. The principals at Taft and Communication Arts School were selected as distinguished administrators by the Texas Music Educators Association. Great honor. Good job, Taft, Amanda Stevenson, Greg Mills, and Rick Astorga.
Next up, Antonian College Prep Apache Band.
And they're not wasting any time getting out there either.
No.
And Antonian has the largest band program in the Archdiocese of San Antonio, including marching band, concert band, jazz band, color guard, and a beginning band.
Jason Smith is the director, who was my private student at Warren High School.
Oh.
And that was the Apaches from Antonian College Prep.
Always love some Selena.
Right.
Como la Flor and Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. Next up,
Fox Tech High School Band, Buffalo Band.
Fox Tech.
You know that was the first high school in San Antonio, I believe. The main high school was called Main High School. Later,
Really?
to Lewis, yeah, Fox Tech Technical School.
And they have 3 different campuses, Fox Tech, Cass Tech, and the Advanced Leadership Academy.
Fox Tech High School. And our final competition band of the evening.
Harlandale Indians, and our producer Rossi is an alum from Harlandale.
You know, for the chop. Bum,
Oh yes, that
bum,
chop,
bum.
yes. They are
And there you go.
UIL sweepstakes recipients. There they go with the chop.
And that was the Harlandale Indians, our final competition band of the evening. And they are getting ready to take the field with about 5,000 of their closest bandmates. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be back.
Welcome back to the 81st Battle of Flowers Band Festival, and we're winding down now, aren't we?
Yes, indeed. But this is the moment that everybody has been waiting for. There are just shy of 5,000 band members.
See him behind us? Wow.
The drum majors, the color guard, everybody that's on the field right now. It is a sight to behold, this sea of color. They're going to be performing here, and the instruments are up.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is awesome. Check that pageantry out. Wow. And here we go.
Now we have the pleasure of bringing back the mass bands to pay tribute to another facet that we love in our state, for the love of Texas expands. This performance will focus on the vast immensity of the second largest state in the U.S. No matter how you choose to travel it, the great state of Texas goes on for miles and miles. We start our Texas road trip with Willie Nelson's On the Road Again, followed by Boot Scootin' Boogie, and finishing up with a crowd favorite, Life is a Highway. Ladies and gentlemen, for the love of Texas expands. excited to announce the first and second place winners in this year's Parade of Bands. Each of the bands in the Parade of Bands put on a great deal of work preparing for the Band Festival, and we're grateful for all of their wonderful performance tonight. For the awards, schools are divided into categories by size as they compete for these specially themed trophies. We ask the drum majors from winning schools to come to the announcer stand to collect your award at the end of the evening. A Spirit Award is presented to the color guard or flag unit that demonstrated outstanding preparation, attitude, conduct, and cooperation in this year's color guard rehearsals. This year's Spirit Award is presented to Reagan High School. Dan Morrison is the band director there. Our next award of the evening is the People's Choice Award. This beautifully engraved gold cup is given to the band that executed the most crowd-pleasing performance during the Parade of Bands, and the winner is Stevens High School. John Dominguez is the band director there. We're excited to announce the first and second place winners in this year's Parade of Bands. First in category 4A schools and below, second place, Marion High School. Clint Bingham is the director. And the first place 4A and below band, I think for the third year in a row, is Navarro High School. Patrick Todd's the director. The second place 5A band award goes to Jefferson High School. Roger Duran is the director. And the first place 5A award goes to McCallum High School. Gilbert Borrego is the director. 6A awards, second place, Reagan High School, Dan Morrison, the director. And the first place 6A award goes to Claudia Taylor Johnson High School. Jared Lipman is the director.
We'll be back right after this.
A final set for the Love of Texas artists this evening just wouldn't be complete without a set of songs that did directly highlight the importance that our great state has played in the history of art and music. Some of the world's most iconic musicians have come from the Lone Star State. To highlight that fact, the final performance will include Wasted Days and Wasted Nights, Heaven, Come and Get It, and Since You've Been Gone. And to close our finale production, we're privileged to have one of San Antonio's favorite TV celebrities, KSAT TV meteorologist, Miss Sarah Spivey, singing Deep in the Heart of Texas. And now we present For the Love of Texas Artists.
this next one, I know you know this next one. Who here is proud to be from Texas? Who here is proud to be from San Antonio? Awesome. Well, now I need y'all to sing with me and clap along too. Come on, words are easy. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, you got it. The prairie sky is wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas, the sage in bloom is like perfume. Deep in the heart of Texas, reminds me of the one I love. Deep in the heart of Texas, the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, reminds me of the one I love. Deep in the heart of Texas, down deep in the heart of Texas. Viva Fiesta! Viva San Antonio! When I say viva, you say fiesta! Viva! Thank you guys so much for having us at KSAT. Let's give it one more time for our students.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
Sarah.
Go, Sarah. Woo. Ah, damn.
Wonderful. And that
What a
is
hey, singing with the largest backup band in the world, about 5,000 musicians playing.
amazing.
Oh, so good.
And the
Sarah.
fireworks, absolutely spectacular.
Yes, and that is a wrap for the 81st Battle of Flowers Band Festival, and
about
I was
that?
very impressed, and just a lot of talent in this
Yeah,
city.
thank you, high school students. Thank you for your talent and your commitment, and keep on trucking.
Ray, thank you very much
Oh,
for
thank
all of your insight and commentary tonight. It was priceless.
A lot of fun.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
it was great. Viva Fiesta, everyone.
Woo!
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye.